This is Global Spirit Library channel. And today with me I have Dada.
Hello.
I'm very grateful to see you, and thank you very much for accepting my invitation. Today I would like to talk with you about your spiritual path, and I'm very interested about how everything started for you. Did it started in the childhood or later when you was adult already? Yeah, if you just tell us how everything started. What was the trigger point?
I think I had a special environment. My grandmother, she was very strong believer into Christianity, and she was doing her spiritual practice every day. So I got respect towards spiritual practice from my grandmother, because that's what you gain, like from it is in your blood. And my parents, they were atheists, communists, so from them I got some kind of rational outlook. So there was this fight between my grandmother ideology and my parents' ideology. Parents, they would say, don't believe in God, there is nothing like that, there is only physical world. And my grandmother would say that no, God is most important. So I think I got this kind of fusion in my mind. I have respect for rationality and I have respect for spirituality. So when I was 12, the spiritual thirst started to wake up within me, and then I asked my grandmother to baptize me. We went to the river because she is old Orthodox, so that they don't have priests. It's like old. So she brought me to the river and put in the river, turn under the water several times, reading some prayers. So like this I was baptized. And at the same time I start to pray every day. Then I start to read books and I got some book about yoga, I think. And I got very fascinated with idea of yoga, and especially the yoga of consciousness. The physical yoga I was not so much interested. Actually, I wouldn't like to do that, the asanas. It's only later my teacher, he kind of forced me. He said, if you want to get higher lessons in meditation, you should start practicing the physical exercises also. Yeah, but I was so interested in this yoga of mind, yoga of consciousness. So then this longing came in my heart that I want to learn special meditation. But in that book it was written, you should not practice all of this without guru. So then I got another frustration. I thought, well, how I can find guru in Siberia? So, but then when the time comes, when you become ripe, then the teacher appears. So in short, it's like that. When I became 18 years old, then I met people who were practicing that kind of yoga that I wanted.
Okay, so you still have your guru teaching
I do,
you.
Yes.
This is the same person?
Yeah.
Or they are not different ones?
No, same.
And how did you meet?
My acharya, teacher of meditation, he came to the city, and then some friend, they said,
Okay, but you didn't search for the guru, or you did that?
No. I was just living my life, but when I heard from a friend that he is practicing meditation, then it's, I want.
Yeah.
It's kind of just reawakened. Yeah.
Cool. Okay. What I see and hear also that spiritual growth for many people starts through some kind of crisis, life crisis, but it wasn't the case for you. It was just interest, and maybe example is your grandmother, and you just started to read and interested in that.
I don't think my practice is a result of crisis, because that longing was within me, that desire was always there in me. Of course, since 15 to 18, I experimented with alcohol and all this life of a teenager. And that brought me to some kind of crisis, yes. But I think crisis is not the cause of my interest in yoga and meditation. But I was looking the way out of that crisis, and then when I started to do meditation, then it was just like magically resolved all the things.
Okay, and then you found your guru, or guru found you. Yeah, and how this period of life was it a lot of practicing meditation, yoga, everything? How that started?
Not so much, not a lot, in a balanced way. I try to maintain some balance between external life and internal life. But since I got initiation, I started to practice minimum 3 times a day, morning, evening, and lunchtime. And it depends on my time, but normally it's like half an hour for sitting in the beginning. Now morning practice especially is a long time because I have many lessons to practice.
Okay.
Yeah, so I can sit like 3 hours in the morning.
And about guru, does everybody need guru?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah. And how to find that? I don't have guru. How to find guru? Where to go? Where to call? What to do?
First you have to cultivate the desire.
Okay.
My desire was very strong, like I need a teacher, I need a path. So once that desire has been formulated in your mind, in your soul, in your heart, then everything happens.
Okay, but then you just recognize your guru on the soul level, so to say, right?
Yeah.
Because I don't believe this is conversation. Are you my guru? And guru says, yes, of course I am your guru.
No, you feel you feel
feel
this. When I started practicing, I didn't really. I could not. I just knew that I need to do meditation. And I learned there was a procedure of initiation. I didn't understand anything, but I understood, okay, this is the process I must practice. And that process, it triggered the development of intuition, development of curiosity, and I started to become very curious, and my mind started to ask so many questions. I started to ask so many questions. Yeah, then I started to think deeply really about this high ideas of guru and consciousness.
Okay.
But when I started to do meditation, I felt this is what I wanted. This is what I want to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was it in Russia?
Yeah.
In Russia, so it wasn't like Indian guru.
No.
Or...
My acharya, Indian, I have a guru. We have system like this. The guru, he lived in India, and now he's no more physically. But his representatives are called acharyas. So I am one acharya. So I can give initiation, not really give initiation, but transfer initiation from guru to disciple. So guru at the present moment exists as a symbol, as a spiritual consciousness, as a teachings, basically. That is the guru. And acharya, the living person who has been trained in disciplines, in yogic disciplines, he can or she can teach the lessons of meditation. Okay. So my acharya, he was from Italy. I don't know how he ended up in Russia. Okay. In those days it was 1996. 1996. So
it was English you were speaking with?
Yeah, somebody translated. I didn't know.
You didn't know it?
No,
English.
I didn't know. Somebody translated for me. Yeah, I came, but after learning meditation, I came out completely intoxicated, like drunk. I was like, what just happened? It was so great. Yeah. So I was very impressed. I was thinking about this.
But now we are here. You're in Sweden, and me also.
Yes.
Now this is a retreat center where you are teaching people and holding such retreats for people. And can you tell us how did it happen that you are here in Sweden? Because like you was born in Russia, and I believe that you have been living there for many years, right? What is the reason that you are here?
Yeah, here this place is a monastery. It is a place to train the young brothers to become monks and to be spiritual teachers. So it's very important place for my tradition, but for some reason it was almost getting abandoned. It was like for almost 10 years there was no students here. So one of my friends and my teachers, he called me. He said, "Sadananda, please go to Sweden and go and build up again the flow in this place." So I came, then I looked around and I started to develop this.
Yeah. So here people come for become the monk.
Yeah.
But it's also like for the rest, for common people, so to say, to come some kind of for retreats, right?
For the common we have retreats.
Yeah.
Yes.
To learn how to meditate and
to do yoga, asanas, meditation,
yeah,
good food, and we play different games. We explain different philosophies by psychology of yoga, secrets of success, things like that.
Secrets.
Secrets of success, yes.
Are there secrets?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
How or when did you decide to be a monk?
When I learned meditation, I started to practice diligently. I started to be able to somehow hear my inner voice. Not voice that is talking to you, but some kind of knowledge that I must do this or I must do that. So I remembered I was, I think, 19 years old, and I was doing some physical work, hard physical work, and I got tired. So I was standing like this, supporting myself with the shovel.
You mean it was your job?
No, just in the garden? In my house, in the garden,
okay.
I was doing something. Then I started to think, okay, now I got first lesson of meditation. Then next time Dada will come, I will get second lesson. And after some time I will get third lesson. And then finally we'll get sixth lesson. Then after I get sixth lesson, what I will do? Then I hear this thinking in me. I will become a monk. And I'm like, what? I got very surprised, and I said, no, I'm not going to ever become a monk. But then this thought just somehow became stronger and stronger and stronger, and then finally I decided.
Cool.
Yeah.
So it was first contact with the guru, and after that it was your decision. So not before that.
Yeah. I first I meditated, and I started. When I started to meditate, there was this extremely fast change in my lifestyle. I stopped drinking and smoking and became vegetarian and start to become very disciplined. Like before that, I used to sleep like 12 hours a day sometimes. So, and then I start to practice, then I start to wake up early, and everything just became organized. And then in meditation I start to very deeply feel what I should do.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I'm just wondering, during this period, then your interest started to grow when it comes to the yoga and so on. Didn't you look at religion? Then I mean, like in Russia,
like
you know, because if you have some questions about the purpose of life and so on, so many people are going to church instead. Wasn't that case for you?
I used to go to church, not to get my questions answered, but just for the feeling. I always had this feeling of love towards God. So somehow I would come to church and I would sit there and just think about God and to feel love. So like this I used to come. But truly speaking, I was never interested in religion somehow. I needed something more rational. I explained to you before. I wanted some kind of scientific, rational approach. And yoga meditation, I found it very logical and very, it satisfies my mind completely.
Cool. But can you share your opinion about yoga? What is yoga for you? Because I understand that this is like this is, for me at least, this is philosophy. It consists of meditation on how you're living, and physical exercises. This is like only little part of that. But what we see right now nowadays, that we do have in the cities a lot of yoga studios. Then people saying that they are teaching yoga, but it's mostly about physical exercises, not about the philosophy. But what is the yoga for you?
Yeah, there are three. We have three strata of existence: physical, mental, and spiritual. So in the physical strata, yoga will include asanas, will include breathing exercises, will include some diet, lifestyle, different cleansing practices, different types of detoxes, and different kind of health practices. Then on the mental level, yoga will include basically ideology of life. Like what does it mean to be a good person? And how you should behave, what your conduct should be. So that is the mental area. It is represented by the principles of yama and niyama, principles of yogic morality. And there are many. Basically, it is an ideological direction for a human being. Human life is an ideological flow. If you take, let's say, Marina, and if she follows certain ideology, she will be one Marina. If you change that ideology, it will be a completely different person. The body will be the same, the mind will be the same, but the flow of personality, the life of the personality, the experiences of the personality will be so different. So mental level is basically ideological level of yoga. And then spiritual level of yoga is movement towards God. It's unification of individual soul with the cosmic soul. Awakening of spiritual energy and proceeding in the subtle world. You're moving in your consciousness towards the ultimate subtlety. That's the spiritual aspects of yoga. Okay. So meditation.
That I still don't understand so much, because you said also awakening of your spirit, so to say, and also now a lot of information where people saying that many people are sleeping. What does it mean? And how do I know if I'm not sleeping, if I'm awake? How to...
Yeah, sleeping means living material life. It means apart from the material interests, like eating, like sleeping, like succeeding in society, traveling, enjoying different kinds of pleasures, enjoying different kinds of entertainments. This is all called material life. So if there are no other interests, that means person is sleeping.
Okay.
So when an interest for spirituality, an interest to know yourself awakens, it means you have spiritually awakened.
Okay, so that has nothing to do with religion. I mean, like even people who are believing in God and going to the churches, they might sleep.
Of course.
Yeah.
Even people who do yoga also, they might sleep.
Okay. And how to wake up?
Through practices, yes. By getting initiation. Initiation, it's like you can take human being as a lamp. There is oil or kerosene. There is all the necessary devices to give light, but there is no fire there. So initiation is like kindling the fire in this human being. Like we have all the potential. Our brain is so capable of amazing things, but it is sleeping. So initiation is the first spark. You are hitting you are striking the sleeping divine energy within to awake. And then after that initial strike, then you keep making an effort to awaken yourself.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you are talking also about the energy, and this is also what I hear and read about energy in the body.
Yeah.
And it says in the books, I think they call that for Kundalini.
Yeah.
Is it the same what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is energy which are flowing through the body and connect you with the cosmic.
Through the body flows the prana, the vital energy. But Kula Kundalini is not flowing. It is sleeping in the lowermost bone of the spine. Sleeping 3.5 circles, shining like 100 suns, luminous, brilliant, having infinite energy. So that energy is sleeping, and then by using personal mantra, you're striking in that energy and you're awakening it, and then it starts to move. When it starts to move, then your spine becomes like this. Everything you become very straight, and then you go with the sound
Oi.
like this. So then when it awakens, you feel that kind of jolt. There is this strike, then immediately you feel like you are, as if you put your fingers into the electric socket. There is this just current, like megawatts of energy is flowing through you. And you become very cool. Yes, it's a great experience.
Okay, but we are saying that Kundalini is awakening, for example, in somebody's body, my body or your body. How can I use that, and for what I need to?
I mean,
use
for
that?
everything. Yeah,
Not for material things, right? Is it more for creativity, more for serving people, or?
Energy is a fundamental factor of success. You need basically two things: energy and wisdom. So awakening of energy, elevation of energy gives you both energy and wisdom. Wisdom, if you start to say to a materialistic person spiritual things, he will just not understand.
Yeah.
So that's why Jesus Christ, he said, don't throw the jewels to the pigs, because they will not understand and they will rather attack you. So it's useless to explain any spiritual philosophy to the person who is not awakened. So it is only through the awakening the wisdom comes, the energy comes. Otherwise, without the change of consciousness, you cannot understand all those things.
Okay.
Yeah.
In the cities, or maybe not only in the cities, they're quite popular right now with such classes called Kundalini activation process, probably. I don't remember. And the people who are holding those, they are helping individuals to wake up Kundalini. Have you heard about that? No. What do you think about that? Even if you haven't heard that, it's like classes holding by the people, and they are assuming you that they will help you to wake up your Kundalini. So they usually have very high music during this class, and then like doing something with the hands above your body, and the people they are like shaking, screaming, and it's like a little bit might be a little bit scary actually.
Maybe some breathing, no? Something like that.
No, nothing with the no breathing exercises. I wouldn't say that.
I don't
you
know.
have no idea.
I am a little bit skeptical, because for awakening of Kundalini, you need the power of the enlightened being, of the enlightened guru. It just doesn't happen by human beings.
Yeah.
It has to be Yeah.
So it's nobody can help you to wake up your Kundalini. Is that what you mean? It should be like.
I mean, you need to get initiation in the proper succession of the disciples, like a chain of the disciples.
Mm-hmm.
It means like, what do you call it? Yeah, like a tradition from teacher to disciple. It goes like this, no? So through that tradition flows the energy. So you need to get initiation properly from the spiritual tradition, which has the power.
Mm-hmm.
And then by using that mantra, you will be able to awaken the Kundalini.
Okay.
Anyway, that's a theory and my
Mm.
experience.
Mm.
I cannot say, I can only say what I have experienced
Yeah.
and what I worked.
Mm.
It's difficult for me to understand what other people do.
Mm. Yeah. Okay. And this is also Kundalini classes, as I see that yoga classes. It's called yoga Kundalini classes. So, but this is like you're doing the physical exercises, which supposed to help you to wake up your Kundalini. But I believe this is also something unrealistic.
Physical exercises and breathing exercises can activate a prana, vital force, in a certain way, and you can get certain spiritual experience, but I'm a little bit doubtful about Kundalini. You can go into some state of changed consciousness, but yeah, Kundalini is much more powerful.
Yeah. Okay. What I'm thinking about also, and this is like my personal question, I would say. So right now, some people, or nowadays, some people are awakened, some people are sleeping. And why is that? Is it some kind of game? And what is like divine goal with everything?
Yeah, evolution. Like you see this plant, they're all alive. They live their lives, though their life is very undeveloped, and they will evolve according to yoga belief. There is this idea of reincarnation. So we live, we die, we live, we die many times until we become humans. And then by achieving the human form, we become capable of doing spiritual effort, doing spiritual sadhana. And then, but still again, in human lives, you live many times, many lifetimes, going through different experiences. You must experience success, you must experience poverty, you must experience richness and so many things. So you are born and die again for hundreds and thousands of times, getting married many times, getting children, getting so many things done. At some point, you feel, this is what happened to me also. I just felt like, basically I'm 18 years old, but I no attraction, I've experienced it all.
Yeah.
I don't have an attraction, real attraction to live worldly life. It means it's okay, it's fine. But I know, without knowing, without going through experience, I already know that that particular, like big house or good car or something like that, is not going to give me happiness. I just know it. Already I know it. So that means that a soul has went through this game so many times. And then by experience, you already know that nothing material can satisfy me. So then you become.
Yeah.
So it is an evolution, an experience.
Yeah, interesting. But what will happen, if I can ask such question, what will happen if everybody become awakened? Will it happen at all?
No, it will not
or
happen.
no way?
Because this grass, it has
to grow.
It has to grow millions of years. So while some individuals getting liberated and getting spiritual emancipation, but there is a constant flow of creation and dissolution.
Okay. But if we are talking about the purpose of life, I mean, okay, I understand that might be very many different lives. We are dying, we are born again. But if I take my life now, and I would like to understand why I'm here and what is my mission, and is it also like do some practice like meditation which can help me, or can you give some advice how to find that? Because I really feel, and I don't really understand why I am searching for that either. Maybe this is because there are a lot of information right now in social media. Everybody's talking about the mission of life, and you're sitting here, or I'm sitting here. I don't know what is my mission. Okay, I have children, I have husband, like I have relatives, but I'm not sure if I'm following my mission, and how to get that I still don't understand. And I have been like doing some such practices, you know, looking back at my childhood, what did I love to do, and such thing, what is giving me energy, but still it's like a very big question mark for me.
Yeah, so the sign that you are following your mission is happiness, the joy that you are getting. So this joy is always a good sign. Whenever you feel like, yeah, that's. But how to find introspection? By connecting with yourself. Normally, there are so many voices outside of you. There are voices of the world. You know, husband is saying something, the children are saying something. Your subscribers are saying something, so there are many voices there, many pressures, many influences. There are voices of the body is hungry, body is tired, or things like that. No? So body is also pressuring you towards something. And there is also a voice of your soul. But to hear that, you need to quiet the voices of the world, and you need to quiet the voices of the body. And go beyond the body and mind. Then in that state of quietude, you start to feel what I need to do. So to me, all my big decisions, they came with meditation. What I need to do, what I should do. And I was not happy with those things. Like, for example, at one point, I decided to build a meditation center. I'm not an engineer, I'm not a worker, the construction worker. I don't have experience, I don't have money also. So I was like, why? It was stressful, it was unpleasant to me, but I felt very strongly within, now I must do it. It's, you know, like Noah's Ark from the Bible, like God says you to do these things. Actually, it is your own consciousness. And then you do. And
you're trusting 100%?
No, no, because how I can trust? Because I have my own experience, I have my own fear, I have this like resistance also, like how I can do these things. And I have million reasons not to do. But the longer when you do meditation, you always in touch with yourself and you hear it. And then finally this inner voice will overpower all the voices. And then it will help you to move towards progress. I will say that, in short, the most important thing to really understand your destiny is to do meditation. And you need to do it not only once, like, okay, what is my destiny? Maybe I will become an Instagram star. Maybe. But it is not like for the 100 years. Every year you need your movement to be corrected. And that's who is going to correct? Either people from the world who don't know what is best for you, or you also don't know what is best for you. You don't know. You don't know. We are like children. Children, they will eat all the chocolates. They will eat 10 kilos of chocolate. they don't know exactly how to control and what is good for them. So only the soul knows what is good for you. So you have to be constantly in touch with your soul, with your consciousness.
And again, from meditation then.
Meditation.
Yeah. Because I have started to practice meditation and have been doing, of course, discipline can be improved, but still I feel quite good and calm when I'm doing that, but it's still some voice in my head or maybe thoughts, I don't know. So I can confess that I'm not trusting 100% what happens in my mind and my head, and but I believe this is just to continue and do the practice and maybe improve the discipline and do that really every day.
Yeah. Yeah. You build up that kind of skill. And even I'm meditating now for 28 years.
Oh, yeah.
But even now I have difficulties. And even now this spiritual practice is a great effort. I have to come and sit. It's like an inner fight, inner struggle. And you have to overcome your laziness, you have to overcome your and not anxiety but restlessness. So and then you go into your flow of meditation, then you enjoy. That's the flow. You have to fight for that, you have to struggle for that flow, but I believe it is life itself. Yeah, there is a poem, Ibn al-Farid. He says that that one who is burning me, scorching me, but at the same time attracting me with her beauty. And better I burn myself in her flame instead of living my life away from life itself. Okay, it's beautiful in Russian language. It's a good translation, that is.
Yeah, interesting. We were talking about a little bit past lives.
Yeah.
And how remembering past lives, how can it help me as an individual here with my life? Is it any
help.
red lines between?
It will not help. It will not help. Rather, it will complicate. It
complicate?
Should not, yeah, because we are forgetting the past lives because of grace of God. Even some things of this life we better forget.
Okay.
So remembering past life doesn't help you develop spiritually. Rather, when you develop spiritually enough, so you are ready, when you are mature for that kind of memory, then the spiritual memories, they come to you. Means not spiritual memories of the past life, they come to you. Okay. Like the story of Buddha and yeah. But you're not remembering because you're not mature for that. It's better you don't remember.
Okay. Are you remembering?
No.
No. And you don't want either?
I don't want. I remember remembering when I was young, a small kid. That time I remembered. And I was very surprised by my parents, and I was very surprised by myself. I don't understand why I'm so small and things like that, because I remember myself to be like a person, senior person, in a position of power, where people are completely unquestionable obedience. Whatever I say, people do. So, and I was like, that was my self-perception as a small child. And then once I told something to my parents, oh, you do like this. And instead they put me in my room and they locked me there. They were quarreling between themselves. And I was just, at that moment, it was like an awakening, like, what is this? How come I'm in this weak position? I'm in this small body and nobody listens to me. I remember myself differently. I was not like this. So how I'm here? So that was interesting. I remember this very clear from my childhood.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, if we're talking about how you're serving people, because what you are doing with the retreats, with your courses, I know that there are courses in Russian and English, meditation steps, and they
Yes.
are available. Um, and you're holding retreats here in Sweden. Are you doing that in other countries as well?
Yeah, now I will go to UK. After that I will go to Israel. Just before coming here I was in Czech Republic. Then I will go in August, I will go in Germany. Yeah, my whole year is...
So you're traveling.
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting. Do you see any difference when it comes to spiritual growth between the countries? I mean, like when we are looking at Russia right now, there, even on Instagram, social media, you can see that people talking about spiritually very open. And I don't know, of course, maybe some Indonesian country as well. But when it comes to the Europe, do you see that this is the same trend, or there are differences between continents and regions?
Yeah, I have not yet unraveled the European mindset. I didn't find the keys towards the European mindset. Of course, I initiate some people now and then from like Germans, like Irish, UK. But majority of my audience is still Russians, because I grew up in that culture, and I can joke, and I can relate very much to people, and there is very keen spiritual interest, as you said, in Russian population at the moment. I think maybe because of tragic and dramatic events of the past, there was a lot of struggle, and maybe that has created some kind of push towards spirituality. Yeah. Europe is quite comfortable, and people maybe they are too much engaged with enjoying the the Europe. Yeah, but I think every nation has a key. Like Chinese, for example, their spirituality is very different from ours.
Yeah.
They are very much karma oriented, means action oriented. So they like to do service, and they are very collective. They like singing. They are karma and bhakti oriented. So either it is devotional practices, singing and really feeling love, or it is practice of service. They are very practical people, very, very concrete people. And for Russia, I would say we are oriented with jnana, with knowledge, and yeah, with bhakti also, love. So I think there is a path through which a nation has gone and evolved, and they evolved a particular mindset. So I think it is really interesting to study all those mindsets and find what is relevant for them. Yeah. Surely, in every human being, there is this thirst for infinity. And but people want it, and they suffer because they're not getting it. But you have to find a language, like Swedish people. They're very moral people, very serious people, and very certain priorities they have, like security, like comfort. So you need to create such environment for Swedish people, so that they will be able to comfortably learn.
Yeah.
Otherwise they will like, oh no. It takes, you know, many years, 8 years to build up friendship. Like Slavic people, we immediately meet.
Yeah.
Oh, da. Because we had that kind of, by nature, I think because what we went through, we developed that kind of ability to survive. Immediately understand, okay, I can trust you. Or I cannot trust you.
Yeah.
So that's, and I think every nation, they have this particular way to live in this planet. And we need to speak through that mindset, and then I think we can inspire people. But I have not figured out yet.
No.
I won't.
But do you believe that nations should gather, so to say, for growing spiritual awareness worldwide, or this is okay that it happens by region, so to say, divided?
Yeah, I believe in a cosmic brotherhood. I believe in this. I feel that our culture,
Russian.
no, means human.
Human.
It's like a bouquet in which every nation represents a different flower. So every flower matters. Its uniqueness, it matters. So I think we must maintain distinct identities of the nations, cherish them, support them, like language, literature, music, cultivate local cultural expressions, because through those unique local cultural expressions people can find their path towards spirituality. But at the same way, at the same time, we also have to cultivate the spirit of I call it neo-humanism, like embracing each other without belligerence, but accepting each other like as a part of global human family. So I believe in this principle of unity in diversity. Cultivate the diversity, but cultivate unity also.
Cool. I'm personally very interested in everything that has to do with international environment. I really see the benefits from the different nations. But what confuses me a little bit, if, for example, I have some friends in Russia who are also interested in the spiritual path, and they are going to India, for example, for visiting Dashran, I believe, meeting different
Darshan.
meeting gurus and so on, and start to believe in Krishna, Shakti, Shanti, everything. This is become very popular right now, and I still have some doubts about that, because like if you start to think about the God and connection, why not just open the Bible and start reading that? Why people starting to search in other countries like India, especially right now?
It's like the same, you buy Lada Kalina, why not? why you have to buy BMW, but why you have to? And I don't say that Lada is bad or something. It's just different people. They have different longings. They have different desires. Like myself, I read also Bible. I also like, but it cannot satisfy what I want. I want this deep practice of meditation, and I want this philosophical aspect is very important for me. And in Christianity, there are also works, like there is this mystical theology, Dionysia Areopagitis, I think. Wow, you read it so highly philosophical and beautiful. It's almost like yogic scriptures for me. Yeah. So, but also India is not foreign for us. The Vedas, the first Rig Veda, came from the Russian territory with the migration of the people. At least there is this theory that Aryan migrations were there, and they came and they conquered the north of India, and with them they brought this Veda. And later on, first Veda, Rig Veda, was composed outside of India in the territory of Russia and this Uzbekistan and Caucasus, those places. And later on, they brought those Vedas with them, that tradition, and later on in India, another 2 Vedas or 3 Vedas were composed: Yajur Veda, Atharva Veda, and Sama Veda. So it's not so foreign for us. It's kind of, there is a connection between Russia and India for sure.
Okay.
If you remember, in the Soviet Union, I was small, but Indian movies we were watching and crying, and
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
it's our there is a connection. I feel also in the mind, I can very easily relate with Indian people, especially the educated ones.
But
Yeah.
there's still, I see the quite a big gap between our cultures. I have been working a lot with the people from India. There are many here in Sweden, you know, educated, of course. And it was one a little bit strange, stupid situation, I would say. Then my colleague was telling me that he didn't find his wife, and that was his parents who found the wife for him.
Yes.
And I was laughing a little bit, and he's just seriously, why you are laughing? Like, isn't that normal? And I'm just, it was a very uncomfortable situation for me.
100 years
But then
ago,
I understood you have to accept different cultures, and it's still for me that we are like living a little bit differently.
yeah, but 100 years ago, every basically marriage was done like that.
Yeah, of course.
And you know, divorce rate in India is much less than what it is in Russia. In Russia, 70% of the marriages they break. 70%.
Yeah.
So in India they are doing much better, because
Yeah,
you know, it's like, okay, God has given me wife, I must love her. It's not like there is a choice, and I'm not, because when we choose a partner, we think, okay, maybe I have done a wrong choice. But when partner is given to you, okay, God has given me, so I will love.
Yeah.
So there is a way also like that.
But I think first of all, and the key for longer marriage in Indian culture is respect, because they are trusting the parents, and by this trust they are respecting the partner they are giving, which is chosen by the parents, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I think there is still quite strong the spiritual kind of flow in India. They still have some idea about this respect and values there.
Yeah. Are you allowed to get married, or
No.
find? No,
No.
it's not a part. Okay.
But these normal disciples, they of course live family life. But some disciples, they decide, okay, I will be monk. To 100% dedicate to meditation and service. So I made that choice.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
We were talking about a little bit happiness and the spiritual path, of course, all our discussions connected to that. But also what I believe into right now, that then you are starting your spiritual path, and I'm not there, but this is what I think, and you finding actually your mission, and that not the next step, but missions for the all people are serving others. Isn't that so?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
so it's
what
quite simple.
Very simple.
Yeah. And of course you are doing that on your way, using your talents, and yeah.
It's like, there is one song, it says like this. It goes, Jeshur hiyate shada, Jeshriti morome ganta, Jedruti dile devota, Shebate naulagiye. It's a long song, but just one.
Beautiful.
So it says like this, Jeshur hiyate shada. Those melodies that sound in my heart, those deep experiences, the speed and power that you have given me, O Lord, O God, please use all of that for service. It means melodies inside my intuition, my inspiration, my power, my knowledge, everything of that use for service. How else I can use? like here Swadhisthana chakra, I can use that for pleasure and I will get some happiness. Here in Manipura chakra, I can use for ambitions, for getting money and power and things like that. I will get also a little bit more pleasure. I can use here for my vanity to establish myself as a great person. Everybody will say, oh, you know, you have done well. And here I can use for service. So in the material world, the greatest happiness you derive from service. If you have become enough mature to understand service.
Okay, so you were describing chakras
Yes.
now, and this is the part of the yoga philosophy also, right?
It's called biopsychology of yoga. Understanding the human being by understanding the chakras and understanding different emotions which are located in those chakras.
But how this understanding, why do you need to understand that? Because I have been reading a lot about chakras, so I can the names and so on, but...
You need to understand it because you need to have tools for you to control your mind. Like, for example, where is fear? In which portion of the body the fear exists? Here. When you feel fear, you feel here. So by exercising this area of the body, you can control your fear. And you do certain asanas like peacock, like chakrasana, and also meditate different ideational exercises like you meditate on the chakra and then you control that area. So it is very practical application of that philosophy.
So you mean that to get rid of fear, you can use your knowledge about the chakra and the Manipura chakra and using asanas?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. How to help with the, for example, if I'm suffering of some reason and you know it's feeling here in Anahata chakra, then what? How can I help me with the physical exercises?
Yeah, physical exercise. You can do Bhujangasana, it will help. You can do the Matsyendrasana, it will also help. You can do breathing exercise like this. You breathe in, and while you're breathing in, you're bringing your elbows behind like this, trying to expand the chest as much as you can, and breathe out like this. And while breathing, you are ideating that you are breathing in energy, like life force. You are breathing within Anahata chakra, and it will help. It will strengthen. Or just breathing, just deep breathing. It also helps. But that's not only that. You different kinds of exercise, like even running and walking. This also helps.
Okay. Do you have such lessons on the YouTube?
Yeah, I think biopsychology of yoga. I have explained all of this.
Okay. Oh, cool.
No, it's very practical, and also you understand. It makes you compassionate also. Like sometimes people, they act very irrationally, and you can get angry. You can be very upset and frustrated with these people. But once you understand, this is not the person, this is his tendencies of the mind, and he cannot do anything because he doesn't control those tendencies. So you become like, okay, what to do? This is the reality.
Yeah, but it is also like, I just don't want to confuse our audience. I think it's very important to understand the reason why you are suffering and why you are getting angry, right? To find the reason, first of all, not just like doing exercises to get rid of that.
Like I was saying, there are several levels of your organism, physical, mental and spiritual. So there is a spiritual reason, which is somewhere in the past, in your karma. You have done something painful to others. So today you are getting pain. That's the spiritual reason. Then there is a mental reason. Like you have wrong attitudes. You are breaking the rules of harmony, like yama niyama. principles. Ahimsa satya asteya brahmacharya parigraha santosha tapah svadhyaya ishvara pranidhana. Those principles are there to make you happy. So you are suffering because you are breaking those principles. And another reason is because in your body there is hormones and there are glands, there is imbalance there. And actually by managing your body, sometimes you get your enlightenment here. Oh, maybe I should not be angry. Maybe I should actually act rationally. Maybe I should talk instead of fighting. And then you sometimes solve the problem just by changing your body state.
Okay. Okay. So your body can help, or
Yes.
my body can help me
To control your mind.
Yeah, control
Yes.
my mind. But can my body as a tool help me in different situations? For example, if I have two paths to go and to choose one of them. I'm talking about intuition, of course, and this is like something in your mind. But can I learn how to use my body as a tool for that, or not?
Yes, there is here in Anahata chakra there is one subtle form of perception. It's called pranendriya. For example, you come here, for example, and you feel, oh, it's a good vibration here. There is a good atmosphere here. You feel it inside. You come into apartment and you feel like, wow, I don't like to be here. You feel it by heart. So if you take care of your diet, of your exercise, your body is very subtle, your body is very clean, externally clean, internally clean. It means there is no toxins in you, you are healthy. So that kind of body has intuition like dogs have, no?
Yeah.
Like dogs, if there is some earthquake, they know.
It's natural.
Yeah.
For them.
So if the body is very natural, you have that kind of sixth sense. But it's not intuition. But it still helps you a lot.
Okay.
Yeah. And in body you can, like for example, if you listen to your body, if you decided to do something bad, your body will be violent. It will be going like your heartbeat, and you will feel very uneasy also within your body. So if you listen to those feelings, you will feel that your body is resisting. It doesn't want you to do these things. But when you're thinking to do something good, then body also becomes very relaxed and very happy and joyful.
Yeah. Okay.
Of course, there are also, there are different resistances that, like fear. Maybe you want to do something good, but then there is a fear. Then you will feel that fear. So you have to spend 10 years to understand all those voices of the body.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it would be interesting if children get such lessons in the school from the beginning, so to say, how to treat the body, how to use that, and also about the consciousness and so on.
Yes, we are teaching children everything, but not the most important things.
Yeah.
How to be happy, how to regulate yourself, how to control your body, how to control your mind.
Yeah.
It's very important to teach those kind of things, how to be inspired.
Yeah, I was thinking about that a lot, but it was recently actually I met an Indian guy, my neighbor, and he was telling me that when he was child, they did meditation courses. Like it was like very natural that they did meditation every morning, I think, in the school. But he was sitting in front of me with the cigarette and the beer and telling me about that, and I'm just okay. Did it help really or not?
Well, I think it did help to some extent.
Yeah.
It's like, I mean, superficially we can say, okay, smoking, drinking, this is not good. But there is a deeper things. I met people who are, perfect lifestyle. They take care of their food. They don't eat anything wrong. but still not spiritual. They don't have the faith in their heart. And also I met people who are not very properly regulated, but they had that kind of spiritual dimension. They have the love, and they have spirituality, connection with God.
Yeah.
So I will say again that 3 levels are there.
Yeah.
So some people physically maybe not perfect, but spiritually developed. Yeah. Ideal situation is to be physically fit, mentally strong, and spiritually elevated. That's ideal. But then if to choose between physical part and spiritual, I will choose spiritual. Yeah. If the person has that, like in Christianity also, the last when Jesus Christ was crucified, there was one kind of robber there. And then he said, you know, accept me, I surrender to you. And then Jesus Christ said, okay, done, you are forgiven. And that's, to me, this one big symbol. He is a robber, but he had some kind of love towards God. Yeah. Some part of him allowed him that kind of surrender. Yeah.
Okay. Last question, I believe.
Yes.
What will it be then? The last question. I have lost my thought, actually. Yeah. Can this not decision if I'm on my spiritual path and starting to meditate and do the different practices, can it help me somehow to develop my talents, which are hidden, so to say?
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it the case for you?
I believe so. I think my talent is to speak, give lectures.
Yeah.
And before that, I didn't have that ability. And at this point in my life, I close my eyes, I focus internally, and then it starts to flow. And then I say, and then after saying, I'm like, wow, this is good. So that's called creativity. How you write in the poem, you don't know. You just feel inside that there is something inside.
Yeah.
So I want to express it.
Yeah.
So here also I find that meditation build that kind of bridge between my inner eye and my mind.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm mostly interested in that, and I think, and joy and happiness, I think the best moments of my life, they are all associated with meditation. Yeah, it was very interesting experience. I went to Israel, and they said, Dada, we want to give you some gift. I said, no, I don't need anything. They said, no, you must. And then they gave me options. I said, okay, I wanted to jump with the parachute. So they arranged, then we went. So I jumped. It was okay. But then I saw the people around me. They are so like, they're becoming crazy, like, wow, it was like almost, you know, really the best experience of life. And I was just comparing. Yeah, it was okay, it was not bad.
Yeah.
But it is nothing comparing to a really deep and good meditation. So to me, I believe, without meditation there is no life. I think if you have not done great deep meditation, it means you have not been living. Because real life you're experiencing in that state of exalted consciousness. So for that reason. And also, like your layers of the mind.
Yeah.
There is a layer of just day-to-day activity. There is a layer intellectual activity. There is creativity. There is intuition. And then a layer of bliss, of happiness. So those layers, they are closed. So the mind has to be opened like a flower. And all those capabilities, all those faculties of the mind, they have to blossom within you.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So, and also the body helps to that. By removing different blockages in the body, you also unblock your mind.
Yeah. I have seen your lessons when you are learning, teaching about meditational steps, and there you're explaining very properly how to sit, what kind of posture to have, and about the mantra also. But I heard somewhere that you can do meditation even if you are walking in the
Yes.
nature.
Yes.
This is also some kind of meditation.
Yes.
So this is your opinion as well.
Yeah.
Or if you're some in the in creativity mood, painting, or this is also
Meditation means deep thinking. So you are thinking you're not restless, but you stay with your thought. You want to discover something. Like, for example, you want to understand a poem, the beauty of the poem. So you have to stay on that poem until it blossoms in you, it opens.
Yeah.
So that is meditation. Or if you want to discover a solution for mathematical equation, you have to stay with that problem day and night,
Focused. Yeah.
and then it will appear in your mind. So that's what meditation is. But spiritual meditation means meditating on the spirit. What is consciousness? On the most important question, who am I?
Yeah.
Who am I? I'm not the body, I'm not the mind. But who am I? What is that? Yeah. What is consciousness? What is joy? What is peace? What is bliss? And by understanding that, you become that.
Yeah. Yeah. Then you were talking about the gifts. I just remember one story when I was taking interview with one woman. She was telling me then she was traveling in the Nepal, I believe, and then she met the monk. And the monk was saying to her that I given you the gift, and that will be available for you only for 3 days. And after that, within 3 days, she was seeing everything as energy. And I thought that that was very interesting, because I don't really, of course, I understand the words, but I cannot even imagine that this is possible. Do you have such experience also? To see like a material world as energy?
Yeah. Sort of, as a consciousness.
Yeah.
Like you move everywhere, you look at everything, then you start to laugh. Ha 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 ha. Because anything just awakens this immense wave of joy inside of you. It's like you see that God is everywhere in this tree, and you see the beauty of this tree. It's just so special. Like normally with material eyes, we look at things and we find them nothing special there.
Yeah.
But when you open the spiritual eyes, when you look, you become ecstatic. You become like, it vibrates, you cry, you laugh, and you feel like, wow, it's incredible. Like the God is incredible, but we don't see God. We don't see consciousness, because the mind is so crude. So we exist in the ocean of consciousness, but we don't perceive that consciousness. So it's a beautiful thing. Yeah.
Interesting. I would like to experience that as well.
You can, but it requires, I would say, I got it after going through monastery, about 2.5 years of intense practice and struggle and discipline, and as a gift, my graduation gift, I got this, and I was, wow.
Yeah.
But I was going through some purification and difficulties and crises, and then finally it's just beautifully resolved. And yeah.
Do you still have crisis in your life?
Yeah, time to time, not like very crisis, but some crisis is there always. It's we are in the process of purification. giving you pain.
Mm-hmm.
If you're totally pure, nothing can give you pain. Yeah.
But I am interested about material life then.
Not in a way like I want this, but in a way, you know, even in history, so-called non-spiritual people, which we consider like to be great heroes, they were not so much interested in material life. They had a mission of life. They created a huge ripple. They created huge impact on society. They were inventors, they were political leaders, they were different heroes, the war heroes. They were, and they were not so much, because in material, how much it give you? How much can it give you? I believe there was a research. They found out that above 6,000 euro per month income doesn't increase happiness. It's like until that much, your happiness is steadily increasing.
Yeah.
But then it becomes 7, becomes 10, it becomes 100. Doesn't matter so much, because the same kind of lifestyle you're not getting.
Yeah.
I mean, we have the same brain to experience life. So a poor child, when he gets one chocolate, he feels like, wow, this is really great. And the hormones which he is producing within his body is comparable. You know, maybe you are a rich person and you are getting $1 billion. Same kind of hormones. So it's a subjective experience of happiness.
Yeah.
So in yoga we go for developing that ability to feel.
Yeah. But at that state of my life, I'm not believing, of course, that material things give me as a person happiness. I'm more into relationships. I really like to meet the people and talk about spirituality with them. And then my question is how to find a soulmate.
How to find a soulmate?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a little bit the same as then you're searching for guru. Maybe some desire inside.
I think first you have to define yourself. You have to understand who you are, what you want. You need to work on yourself to become mature, to crystallize yourself. Until you have become mature, it means you don't know what you are. You don't know what you will be. There is no structure. There is no. You're like a ball of dough. You have not acquired any form yet. So I believe first you have to acquire that kind of feeling. Who am I? What do I want? What is my path? What are my values? And then according to those, your vibration will resonate with the same kind of person who understands like that.
Okay, so this is
otherwise you attract somebody. For that you just have to be beautiful, nothing else. But then there will be not that deep resonance because you don't know what you are.
Yeah. But when you are saying this is not the first time I hear that you have to understand who you are, but I still don't understand. I'm Marina. I'm 40 years old.
Yes.
I have children. Is it something? So, do you mean on some soul level, or how to understand who I am?
Listen to yourself. That's how. What do you want really deeply within yourself? Do introspection. Get rid of the feeling of the body. Silence the voices of the world. Silence the voices of the body. And listen to your soul.
This is about to understand your soul and hear that.
Yeah.
What kind of answers, can you give examples? What kind of answers I can get? Because I still is it about that you're some kind of...
Like for example, I felt that I want to be a monk, like that. That's not my mind. That's not, everybody was against, my relatives, everybody. And then my experience, my history was also everything against. But within me, I felt this is my mission.
Yeah. Yeah.
I need to do that.
Yeah. So the answer might be through understanding your mission. Once you understand your mission, you understand who you are and where to
To
go.
understand what I want. What I want. What I want.
Mm.
You know, somebody will tell you, everybody isn't giving influence over you.
Yeah.
You listen to them and you don't know what you want. So knowing what you want is
Yeah.
very important, because that is always spiritual. Real I want is spiritual
Mm.
and always noble, always good. It's like, okay, my stomach wants something,
Mm.
but if I remove that, what I want?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe somebody told me that I should have a big house. So I believed, and I think I want a big house. But if I remove that, okay, that's fulfilled. What do I want? Am I completely satisfied?
Mm.
Or still something is not satisfied?
This is exactly what I
Yeah.
feel right now,
Yeah.
because like you have been living some years,
Yeah.
you have been achieving some achievements, so to say, and the first part of the life was about like doing the career, learning languages and so on, children, you know. But now I'm here, and I don't. It's something is missing. Even if I'm looking at my life, everything looks good,
Yeah.
so to say, and I'm quite satisfied. I cannot complain, but something is inside of me and searching for something. And here I don't understand. Is it like the impact of outside world, like having a lot of different information, people around me, or is it something real inside me which wants something? And as we said previously, it's not about something material, something to feel like with the hands, so to say. It's something else.
I believe you had the virtual spiritual awakening. It's just like this Maslow pyramid. Yeah. You have done all your things. Now you go to the top, the peak experiences. Yeah. And it is our deep, you know, once as long as we are busy struggling to get money, this, that, we are just not paying attention to our real needs, to what I really want. So you're busy. In that way you're happy. But once you have done all that and there is some quiet in your life, then you find it is empty.
Yeah.
Because you have not, it's like I want to drink, but I think I want to eat. I can eat, but still I will feel like, no, I have not been fulfilled. So as long as you don't understand what you really want, you cannot be fulfilled. So it is very important to understand what you want.
Yeah, I hope that I'm getting there someday.
Definitely. You ask yourself what I want, and you will find out, and the universe also will give you signs, will give you explanations. It works like this. We say Muktya Kaunkaya Sadguru Prapti. It means once the desire for liberation awakened in you, then ideal guru comes in your life.
Yeah. Thank you very much for sharing with me and with the audience your path and your thoughts. And if somebody watching this video and wants to join retreats you're holding, how to find information?
yogamonastery.org. Yeah, Yoga Monastery.
I will add the link. Yeah, and this is just to apply. You don't need to like do some kind of tests before that. Nothing.
No, we do for completely new people. Yeah, and people we really like, because they come. They say the special attraction here here in Sweden, because I do retreats every place. Special attraction here is our monks, young monks, and you sit. You want to advance in meditation, so you sit. There are 10 monks, meditating and you sit with them. Oh, it's almost like you are sitting in a boat and beautifully you are flowing towards Supreme Consciousness.
Yeah. Okay, so I will add the link to that. How long are retreats here?
3 days is
3
the
days.
minimum. Yeah, last retreat we did almost 5 days.
And you're providing with the accommodation, with the
Yeah.
food and everything. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, then I think we can finish. So again, thank you very much for sharing.
It was really very pleasant to talk to you, and you have such a deep questions, very nice questions.
Yeah,
And
this is my questions, which I am interested in.
Yeah.
And as I said, since I have been interested in that and was reading the books, that was just came idea to me why I just why not meeting people and getting knowledge through the people, like meeting in person. This is always nice, actually.
Yeah, you have great talent for interviewing, I think.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Because as you said, I didn't have ability to talk. It was very, for me, threshold I needed to pass because I didn't like to talk at all, actually, before. It was quite challenging. Yeah, but thank you very much again. And if you like the video, please leave some comments. And as I said, I will leave the link to the retreats, and yeah, and then you can find Dada. And you have a lot of YouTube videos also available right now with the lessons.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, thank you and
Thank you.
bye.